Hey guys, we're Matt and Emma and welcome back to one more adventure.
And welcome to this beautiful village of Saumur. So it's actually not a village which we originally thought, but a town, and driving through the centre, oh wow, it is absolutely gorgeous.
Let's go explore.
So after our first impressions on Saumur and doing a bit of research on what there is to do in this place, we're actually thinking we're going to extend our visit and spend an extra night here, just so we can really take our time and explore those places that we really want to get to know.
Yeah, we originally planned 2 nights here, so 3 days, and yeah, so looking at Google you can kind of really see you need more time.
Yeah, and we don't want to rush ourselves here as well. We've got the time, so we figure we may as well just relax a bit and really take everything in.
So as usual, I've dragged Emma to one of the botanical gardens of pretty much wherever we go. So this is Saumur Botanical Garden.
It's a very pretty botanical garden, so I'll let him off this one.
So there's some credit there. I've got some. Yeah, this is a tiered garden. So it's an old convent, and it's only a short walk really, and it's completely free. Just walk in, and honestly, you pass through this anyway on the way to Saumur, anyway to the main town, and may as well, right? It's pretty. Yeah, really nice vibrant flowers and quite a few statues dotted around and just nice little buildings.
And it's a perfect picnic spot as well.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Added bonus.
So we've come down from the botanical garden, so we've just had our lunch and we've just come across this chateau here, and so we're going to go and take a visit and then hopefully try some sparkling wines.
So how long are the tunnels? Yeah, 2 kilometres, yeah. Crazy. Get lost. Oh no, at least you won't be thirsty. Tasting time.
Yeah, let's go try some. I was honestly looking forward to this bit.
Well, that was excellent. That was a first tour of Saumur. That was only €4 each.
Yeah, and we got to taste like 6, 7 different sparkling wines. I've lost count.
€4.
Yeah, can't go wrong. And they were honestly really good. We absolutely loved them. That we've actually come out with some extra wine.
As usual. But yeah, no, honestly, I think we've just got used to Bordeaux prices as well. I mean, here it's a lot cheaper as well, but then honestly, it's brilliant. So it's not champagne, but it is sparkling wine. And honestly, sometimes some of the champagnes we drink aren't great, and these.
They're so refreshing and just, they're really nice. They're really easy to drink. And so the bottles we've got, actually, we're literally kind of thinking, well, we can drink these with family and with friends. And so, yeah, looking forward to actually opening them with some friends and family.
Hey guys, day 2 in Saumur.
Yeah, so today we've decided to come and visit this beautiful chateau that is actually situated just above the village and actually has an amazing view over the valley of the Loire.
So yeah, originally built in the 10th century and then sadly destroyed almost a century later. In the 12th century it was rebuilt by Henry II of England. So inside it's full of tapestries and any of the art over the periods of all this time up until the 20th century. It's massive, you can't miss it, it's really gorgeous, and it's one of the best viewpoints over Saumur. I mentioned the good view.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? You can actually really see out the whole of the valley.
And just on the left hand side, this is where we just come. The Saumur, so basically it's just on the left hand side over there, and you get even a better view as well.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
And you can actually see the kayaks down at the bottom. So it's another activity you can do here is actually rent either canoes or kayaks, and you can go along the River Loire, and I mean, it must be an amazing vantage point from the river looking up at this chateau. It's pretty sweet.
So yeah, I partly travel obviously for horticulture, and I usually drag Emma along as well. But yeah, here we are at the Jardin Puy-Guillaume. It's a jardin just alongside the Mushroom Museum actually in Saumur, so if you want to find it, it's very close. It's literally the same parking. And yeah, it looks like a beautiful garden. Is it 14 gardens?
Yeah, that kind of tell a story of the history of the region and of the town of Saumur. Yeah, this is the medicinal garden. Look. I love it how all the plants have actually got their names, and so certainly for someone like me that doesn't actually know all of the plants and all their names, it's really nice just to follow and kind of actually know what we're looking at.
So this garden's all about the veg growing from the beginning of when farming actually began to nowadays. So it goes through the different gardens of what they would grow at different points of the centuries as it came along. And it's really interesting to see you've got the kind of the older style veg, and then the newer veg that's coming, basically being imported to our countries. Yeah. And yeah.
Then it's also got like the medicinal plants as well, and so obviously when science and when health wasn't as developed as what it's today, and they would look to plants to try and heal people, and so it's got lots of different things, so not just production for food but production for healing and everything else that it's been through. So it's really interesting.
Well, that was actually really good. Obviously that's more of my thing, but I think even you appreciate it.
I did, I enjoyed it, yeah.
Okay, that's not bad then, yeah. So yeah, that's an hour and a half to walk around there on a gorgeous day like this. There's plenty of shade as well, which actually makes it quite nice and agreeable. And yeah, it's definitely food time now.
Yeah, definitely food time. I mean, I know they say that you're not really meant to harvest any of the fruit and veg there, but there were so many tomatoes and little raspberries going to waste there. Yeah. It's kind of nice just to pick a few and eat as you go along.
Yeah, I don't see that. They've got signs everywhere obviously asking you politely not to pick the fruit, and they just leave them to rot on the plant or they're falling off. I don't get that. So yeah, we might have taken a few tomatoes and chilies and stuff.
It put us on anyway.
So yeah, and just down the road, just like that, we've have food, and here we are at the Mushroom Museum.
Yeah, of all places, it was included in the pass, so it's cool in here, and we figured why not check it out.
So yeah, this is one of the main attractions in Saumur, funny enough. This is the Mushroom Museum. This is great. So it's actually done in two parts. It's got the main museum parts, which shows you some of the productions that are around the world, some of the mushrooms from around the world that they keep here.
Yeah, didn't really know the medicinal mushrooms. Each one of these, I suppose, showcases has at least like a dozen, if not like 100 of different mushrooms that are all from around the world. So many.
Weird, huh?
Yeah, it really is. I didn't actually realise the mushroom's white and the brown is the spores from the mushroom. You would think. Have you seen them here? You can just see them like popping out of the soil, like really small. They're really cute, look. Would you like some for tea? So yeah, notice that this place they produce about 15 different varieties of mushrooms, and so a bag like this that's about 35 kilograms worth of compost, they're able to actually harvest about 8 kilograms of mushrooms per bag. It's kind of interesting.
So that was different. That was so that's 45 minutes. That's down there. Not sure what the audio would have been like down there. It's pretty echoey, so I apologise in advance for that.
Yeah. No, it was pretty good in all fairness. I don't know if it's somewhere we'd recommend to go by itself, but it was included in the tickets we bought for the garden just before, and so we figured we may as well check it out. And it's always fun just to kind of to see these little extra museums that you wouldn't necessarily go to just like that, really.
So yeah, and every time we looked up what to do in Saumur as well, it was just high on the list. Maybe it's like second or third in Saumur to do. So it's like, well, we're here, and as Emma said, it was part of a dual pass from the gardens, and they're within, I think, 200-300 meters to the parking's pretty much similar anyway. So that was cool, and that was different anyway.
So Matt, how good are you at recognising smells?
Yeah, okay, so they're filled with liquid aromas. Let's see how we can do it. So that's peach all day.
Yeah?
Yeah, fish, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I wouldn't have got that. It's grapefruit.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's apple. That's apple all day long. Yeah, pom, yeah. That's mango. Okay. Oh, that's hard. That's floral. That's honey. Okay. God, that's floral. That's really like oh. Oh, I wonder what flowers they got that from. That's really nice though. The honey's really nice. So the apples are quite strong. The peach is nice.
I think it's time to try some sparkling, right? That's actually really good. So this one's a non-alcoholic sparkling wine, and you really wouldn't think it's got no alcohol. It doesn't taste like just raisin juice or anything. It's really nice. Yeah, I'd get all of that. It's actually really nice.
And more.
There's 2 bottles that aren't alcoholic. It's fine.
Alright, that was the tour of Eckermann.
Yeah.
Yeah, we decided actually to do a non-guided tour just because we did the tour yesterday. Kind of, it's all the same principle. We did the same in Bordeaux with the wine.
Yeah. The only problem is these visits are getting rather dangerous because then every time you get to taste the sparkling wine afterwards, and yes, yet again, we've come out with more sparkling wine.
We always do the same.
Yeah. Though in all fairness, this time around we've actually got some non-alcoholic sparkling wine, which it was really nice, and so it's made exactly the same as the normal sparkling wine, and then they basically just take out the alcohol, and so it's kind of a nice alternative to when we don't want to drink.
So, day 3 in Saumur.
Yeah, so this morning we're taking advantage of the cool heat while we can, and we've come to visit a rather peculiar village. So this village was actually formed back in the day when they would use these, when they would harvest the rocks here, and then people actually moved in underground and built their houses. And so it's really interesting, there's lots of little houses that are still here, and people actually still live here today. And so we're here at the Cadre Noir, and we're going to do a visit of the stables and their showrooms.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Anything like Vienna?
It's pretty impressive, yeah?
It's close like Vienna. It's not quite the same.
Not quite the same, it's more of like a riding school. And
I haven't got anything for you, I'm sorry.
This place is impressive. It's like 350 houses here, 100 students, and like, was it 20 teachers or something they said? It's impressive really. They've got like a load of different schools where they can go riding. They've got their presentations that they do to show like their spectacles, like how the horses used to ridden in the olden days as well. And so in some respects it does kind of compare to the Spanish riding school that we visited in Vienna. But then it's like completely modernised with teaching newer generations how to ride and how to teach and become riding instructors.
But still teaching about traditions.
Exactly. So that's a wrap on Saumur. We absolutely loved our time there. Yeah, I think
Yeah, definitely so much so that we stayed an extra day. So that was cool and needed. I have to admit that was good fun.
Yeah, it was definitely better than what we'd expected, and so couldn't be happy with the place. So yeah, we really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please leave a like and make sure to subscribe to our channel for any future videos. We will be considering the adventure here in the Dordogne over the next few days, so stick around to see what we get up to.
See you soon.
See you then.